Hi, I'm Lindy Hewson from Packaging News. I'm here at the AUSPACK Business and Industry Conference, and I'm talking to Andrew Manley, the Communications Director of the Active and Intelligent Packaging Industry Association. Andrew has flown in from the UK to tell our audience all about smart packaging and what the latest developments are. So Andrew, can you tell me what's driving growth in this market?
Well, first can I say it's great to be down under, because I think that this region is one of the ones that's leading the charge towards smart packaging.
That's what we like to hear.
And perhaps that means that we're not talking about basics anymore. And one of the things that we're really trying to put across now is that for the first few years we were talking about what it does as a technology. Now we don't really need to do that. Most of the big brand owners understand that, and the big packaging manufacturers. So now we're talking about what it can do for them. So that's possibly what's really leading our strategy for the next year or two, is to really get applications that are really out in the market and really showing how you can add value to a product through active and intelligent packaging.
So what are some of the better examples that you've seen that have been brought to market recently?
Well, one of the stars of the show certainly in Amsterdam last year was a very clever piece of printing technology from a company called Asahi Kasei, which was an invisible RFID tag, because as you know, designers do not like to have their real estate on a pack messed about with. So this actually gives them the advantages of having an RFID technology, but without necessarily messing around with the image. We believe that's got a way to go in terms of full commercial development, but the actual technology of sub-micron printing is already established. So it's just a question of how much the commercial cost and things like that is. Another one that we quite liked that we saw quite recently was something that Coca-Cola did, OLED or light emitting diode stuff, where you touch the label and the label lights up. We see some great consumer engagement potential for that. And I've just seen, just shown in the presentation hall, a wonderful campaign that Zappa and other folks like that ran for Fanta. But the most important thing about that was the metrics. The metrics showed how important it was and how clearly it developed that market for Fanta.
And so augmented reality, can you comment on that as a consumer engagement device from a print activated or a packaging activated experience?
Yeah, it seems to be something that's really beginning to engage the brands. Certainly your own Treasury Wine Estates are using it quite extensively on their wine, because it brings to life the pack and gives it a different dimension. How you do it, if you use augmented reality with a QR chip, then obviously you get the experience on your phone. With some of the other things, it looks almost outside of the phone experience, although it isn't. So there are a lot of ways to go with that, we think. A lot of ways that's going to be developed. And one of the things that the man from Treasury said was that we're going to have appless technology, which I think will be a big breakthrough.
Yeah, that will be a big breakthrough. So where to from here for smart packaging?
Well, I mean, obviously, I would say the only way is up. We like to see more and more. We like to see more active technologies getting a wider application so that we can improve shelf life and food waste. But certainly on the consumer engagement angle, we see a great potential still. We're still in the foothills in terms of the uptake. So we believe that there's a whole new world out there for us in the next 5 years.
Sounds like a smart idea. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks for joining us.
That's all right.